Hey, sir. I'm filming a documentary about the life of Juan Soto, the baseball player. They tell me he lived around here, that he grew up in Buenos Aires from Herrera. Yes, a player. Don't you know? Alright, thanks, man. Hey, man. Where does Juan Soto live? Where did he used to live? Where did he used to live? Was it there? No way. Did you ever meet Juan Soto? And we continue with the content, getting to know the foundations of important figures from Dominican Republic. Today we're going to learn about the story of a super important figure from baseball in our country, Juan Soto, who is not yet a legend, but is expected to become one of the best players in Dominican Republic baseball history. Look at the time, it's early. The information I have is that he's from Herrera. Look at the distance we are from there. But this doesn't mean it will be easy to find the location of the house where this player used to live, as Herrera is one of the largest districts in Great Santo Domingo. So let's go. Let me tell you that everything Juan Soto has achieved has always been against all odds. As the video progresses, you'll understand why. From a very young age, when Juan Soto was just a child, his parents realized that he loved baseball. This was because whenever he grabbed a ball, he wouldn't let go. According to his father, there wasn't a glass table, and there wasn't a mirror in the house that he didn't break by hitting and throwing the ball around guys. And then for this reason, they signed him up as a child in the baseball league. And so you can see how life works. What Juan Soto does best today is batting. But when they signed him up for a program called Los Vecinitos at Pepens in the normal league, which by the way guys, when I was leaving the normal league where I used to practice baseball at Rubilicos League, Juan Soto was just joining. We're more or less the same age, he's around 26 and I'm 29. So then, in this Los Vecinitos program, they told him he wasn't cut out to be a batter, so they made him a pitcher instead. So stay tuned, because we are going to continue telling you the story of this baseball star, Juan Soto. And well guys, we're now in Herrera, but it's not going to be easy to find the location of the house where Juan Soto was born, because Herrera is huge. But we're going to get there. Trust me, let's buy an empanada here. I've heard that Leonardo's empanadas here in Herrera are some of the best. Good afternoon. They say you sell the best empanadas in here, is that true? Let's see if that's true. What flavor do you have? Chicken with cheese, let me see. Yeah, alright. Give me one chicken and cheese. Ketchup. Well, as I told you, we're in Herrera. Let's see what's up with this empanada. We haven't had breakfast yet. Hey, sweetheart, by any chance do you know where Juan Soto is from around here? The baseball player who was born here in Herrera. Do you know where Juan Soto is from? He was born here in Herrera. He lived here in Herrera. The baseball player. That's strange. Don't you know about baseball? I don't know who Young Math is, but I know he lived here in Herrera. He was born here. The player who plays with the Yankees. That's strange. Don't you see baseball? He plays for the Yankees. Don't you know where? Alright, well, let's try the empanada. How long have you been selling empanadas here? 23 years. I was told you sell the most in Herrera. I was told, is that fake? So there's someone who sells more than you. But they're some of the best. Let's try them. Let's see what's up. Look how she's watching me. Guys, they're good. People who trust me can come here. Well, as you saw, guys, we are now ready Remember, in this kind of video, we always make a stop if we haven't had breakfast. We're ready. And as I mentioned, we asked that people there, and they don't know or aren't aware of where Juan Soto is from here in Herrera. Ma'am, do you know Juan Soto, the baseball player? Do you know Juan Soto, the baseball player? Do you know where he's from here in Herrera? I'm filming a video for YouTube about his story, and he was born in Buenos Aires? Which way is that? Which way is Buenos Aires? This way? Should I go this way or that way? Which way is faster? This way is better. Alright, thank you. Alright, thanks. Thanks, brother. Well, at least we found some solid information. They tell me Juan Soto is from Buenos Aires, Herrera, so let's go there. After being in this Los Vecinito program, guys, he moved to a dorm room by Nietzsche, which is in Villamella, because he was spotted playing in a game between different programs. And to show you that talent is noticeable no matter what, even if you have a bad day. Because that day when Los Vecinitos played against that program, Juan Soto didn't do well in his first turns. He struck out twice, and yet they still wanted to see him. So they let him bat a few more times in that game. They got in touch with him, asked him for his number, and about a month later, they called him. That's when he officially joined another program, guys. But there was barely any space left in the dorm because there were too many players. The struggle he had to go through was that every day for 2 weeks, nearly a month, guys, he had to take a ride from Herrera, which is where we're going now, so stay tuned, to Villamella. So he asked Nietzsche, the owner of the barn, to please let him stay because he was tired of going back and forth from Herrera to the dorm. He said no, that there were too many players, percentages, this and that, but later, when some players left the dorm, he was finally able to stay and live in this dorm. I think we'll also be filming that later. After showing you where Juan Soto was born and raised, we'll head to Villamella so you can see his... I think I deserve a like. I deserve a like and you to subscribe to the channel. We'll go to Villamella to record the path that Juan Soto had to take for some time from Herrera to Villamella. And now we are in Buenos Aires of Herrera, so we're going to ask around here. Juan Soto's first strikeout was with the Marlins team, and in the same one, in the 60, he did 7-5, which affected a possible signing with the team. That's when Nietzsche told him, Juan, don't do this to me, please. We have to improve that speed. And Juan responded, Nietzsche, trust me, I'm going to work on it. So to get to the door where he was staying in Villamella, there was 2 hills that you had to go up and down and then walk a bit to reach the complex. He was in school on the weekends. Then he told Nietzsche, I'm not going to school this weekend. Leave me here. I'm going to stay here. That weekend, while the other players went home, he stayed behind, climbing hills, people. And thanks to those hills, his discipline and his effort, he improved his speed. That hill I'm talking about in this video, we'll also be filming that, so stay tuned. We'll ask the people around here. Check out where we are. We're recording a documentary about the life of Juan Soto, the baseball player, and I've been told that he was from here, Buenos Aires and Herrera. Can you tell me something about where we used to live? No idea? Well, this won't be easy. How are you, brother? I'm recording a documentary about the life of Juan Soto, the baseball player. He was born and raised around here in Buenos Aires of Herrera. Do you know more or less? Which is around here. Pintura. So, that's over there. Okay, it's alright. Thanks, my brother. Well, nobody in this area has been able to tell me even the street where he used to live. People around here doesn't seem to know Juan Soto's story. That's strange. Let me tell you, we've made a mistake here. We've been walking around and asking for a while, and now a follower comes up to greet me. So I ask him, and he tells me that this place isn't actually Buenos Aires in Herrera. Where we are right now is El Libertador, guys. So no wonder no one knows about Juan Soto here. Now we've got the location. I've got the location. I've set the Buenos Aires in Herrera police station as a reference so we can get there and start asking around. And then, by default, someone has to know about Juan Soto's story, where he lived, where he trained, if it's really true that he's from that area. I told you it wouldn't be easy because Herrera is pretty big. There it is, Buenos Aires de Herrera police station. That means we are finally in Buenos Aires de Herrera. Let's ask around. I'm recording a documentary about the life of Juan Soto, the baseball player, that he was born and raised around here. Do you know anything about it? But you know who the player is, right? Thanks. Thanks. We're off to a bad start. That man said this is not the place. Where in the world did Juan Soto live? Well, if this video gets released, guys, it's because we found the right place. So stay tuned. Hit the like button and subscribe. Over 90% of the people watching the video aren't subscribed. Why? Subscribe, it's free. Hey boss, I'm recording a documentary about Juan Soto's life, the baseball player. And they say he lived around here, that he grew up in Buenos Aires of Herrera. Yes, the player. Don't you know? Alright, thanks, brother. Okay. Well, what's going on? Could it mean I was wrong? One of the things about asking for directions on the streets is that some people make you run around. Instead of just saying, I don't know, like this person did now, they send you running around. Remember, we are in Buenos Aires de Herrera because a person sent me and told me that he's from here. Juan Soto signed in 2015 with the Washington Nationals for $1,500,000. After this contract, he received several offers from other teams like Colorado, and among them the San Diego Padres. On the same day, this team was supposed to meet with his parents, guys, with an offer supposedly of $2 million, but by then the contract with Washington was practically signed. And it was a bad thing that happened because nobody knows if the San Diego Padres would have brought him up as quickly as National did. His time in the minors was short, so much so when he reaches AA, there's a story where a player told him, "You came to take my locker," as a joke. So Juan Soto took this as a motivation, guys, as one more reason to make his way to the major leagues. He told him, "Don't worry, I won't be here for long." And so it was, said and done. 2 weeks later, I believe, Rick Kendry got injured, a player who at that time belonged to this team in the major leagues. And instead of calling up a AAA player, they called AA and choose, guess who? Juan Soto, practically a kid in the year 2018. There's another story about an air mattress he slept on. His manager, his coach, told him that he needed to buy a more comfortable bed because players like him, with his weight, who started sleeping on an air mattress, would see a drop in performance. Juan Soto responded, "No, don't worry, I won't be here for long." Well, I tell you, we've been struggling. Did you see what time we started recording this video? It was around 10 and so in the morning, and now look at the time. It's already 12:54 in the afternoon, and we still haven't found Juan Soto's former house. We've asked many people. The thing is that not everything is included in the video, guys, because otherwise the video would last 3 hours. There are many things we cut off, but I have good news. If you are watching this video right now, it's because we actually found the right place. So stay tuned, give it a like, and let's go. Where in the world am I right now? This is Herrera. This is still Herrera. This looks like a jungle around here. Whoa. Oh my god, look at this. No, I'm not going down there. Not gonna happen. Let's go up here and then I'll go down. A fact I didn't mention about Juan Soto, guys, is that he was born in Bellavista, but in the poor side, not the wealthy one. And after spending hours searching for the exact location of where Juan Soto was born, I found an ESPN article where his mother mentioned that he lived in Herrera, in Sanchez La Altagracia. Thanks to this article, guys, we're here. You can see how narrow this place is. It's super difficult to find parking, and I think we're finally going to find a place. And anyone we ask around here will surely be able to tell us exactly where Juan Soto lived, specifically in which house he was born. Come here, please, brother. No time to waste. My brother, I'm making a documentary about Juan Soto. Juan Soto, the baseball player. And they tell me he lived around here. Where exactly did he live? Don't you know, my brother? Okay, thanks. Well, they don't know either. This motor driver seems really bored. Apparently, he hasn't eaten, so we'll forget him for that. Hey, my friend, what's up? I'm making a documentary about Juan Soto's life, and I heard he lived around here. The baseball player, yeah. No, in Sanchez La Altagracia, where that is. This is it, right? They say he lived around here. Alright, thanks. Let's keep asking around. It hasn't been easy. Well, we found someone. Let's see now. Does he know where it is? Where's the 5th Street? Is it far from here, on foot? Okay, thanks, my brother. Thanks. Well, they tell me he lived in the 5th Street. So let's head over there. Let's go. For the first time, I finally find someone who gave me a precise information, just like that, and it's true. So now we are heading to the 5th Street. Wait, now they are telling me it's not in the 5th Street. Now they say it's on the 1st Street. Oh my god. On one side, I thought this was going to be easier, since it's right here in Herrera from the capital. With Sammy Sosa, we had to go to San Pedro de Macorís, but I realized it's not, guys. Let's go this way. Hey, my friend, Juan Soto lived here, right? Yeah, Juan Soto, the baseball player. He lived around here, right? This is the 1st street, they told me. I have to go higher. Okay, thanks. It's near the field. Okay, thanks. Hey, my friend, where did Juan Soto live? Where was it? Where was it? It was right there? Are you joking? I've been searching for a while. I've been recording a video. I'm recording a video about Juan Soto's story, brother.
Juan Soto vivía ahí arriba. Él vivía ahí con su papá, su hermanito y su hermana. Él no era un muchacho de coro. Nosotros amanecíamos ahí bebiendo, haciendo coro. Él todo el tiempo estuvo enfocado. Ese muchacho todo el tiempo estuvo enfocado en lo que era el deporte. Y por eso él va a ser más grande del país.
So you're saying that Juan Soto wasn't into partying, nightclubs, or anything like that?
Nada de eso. Te estoy diciendo que él se sentaba ahí, un niño, loco. Yo lo vi chiquito a él. Su papá paraba un carro ahí, su mamá es militar. Y su papá estaba ahí, siempre vivía llevándolo, un hombre de mucho respeto. Y la mamá también militar, su mamá. Sí, él es un hombre de familia.
And do any of his family still live here?
No, ellos se fueron, automáticamente él firmó. Tú sabes que su vida cambió. Y tuvo la oportunidad en los angelinos. Y ellos se fueron, creo que para los ríos.
You mean the Nationals?
Sí, él venía a pelarse aquí a la peluquería de Algeni. Luego de eso, para la pandemia, él vino. Un diciembre dio caja y cosas. Y para la pandemia vino a darle comida y cosas a la gente. Pero él Él, aunque no practicó aquí en el play, él es de aquí, de esta calle, la calle primera, del Ensanche Altagracia.
So tell me, when you all found out that he signed, how was the news in the neighborhood?
Porque que le dieron un bonazo, él no firmó por 2 pesos, ¿no?
1.5.
1.5, él era una estrella. Él era una estrella. Ahí hay un muchacho que yo quisiera que ustedes lo entrevisten, que es el mejor amigo de él, que ellos entrenaron juntos. Que te voy a decir, voy a ver si te consigo el número, chulo. Que ellos entrenaron juntos, pero él se lesionó. Es su mejor amigo él, hijo de Radamé. A ver si tú contactas con él. Pero cuando eso explotó, eso fue un boom.
For example, how did you hear about it? Where were you?
La prensa. En una página de Instagram yo lo vi la foto de él y de su papá. 1.5 le dieron.
Now tell me, after the sign, how long before they moved out?
No, ellos duran un tiempecito y luego se fueron, porque tú sabes que la vida cambia y hay que proteger a la familia. Hubiese sido yo doble el mismo día.
And did he remain the same with everyone?
Ese muchacho humilde, él no es un tipo de coro, y luego ese tipo no toma alcohol. Yo creo que ese tipo ni novia tiene. Ese tipo está enfocado, hermano mío. Ese tipo va a ser el mejor pelotero de Grande Liga, anótenlo.
Mira,
Tell me, when you saw him the first time in the major leagues, you that saw him grow.
Cuando le dieron la oportunidad que se lesionó, yo creo que el center, que él lo subiera.
Yeah, Howie Kendrick.
Howie Candy. Él la aprovechó, él se comió la pelota. Él lo dijo, lo que él decía que iba a hacer, lo dijo. Él se comió la pelota. Por eso es que por aquí nadie le sorprende lo que él hizo, porque es que él estaba enfocado. Ese tipo todavía filmó, él no estaba enfocado en novia y carajita. Y todo el mundo sabe cuando un muchacho tiene talento, la carajita, todo el mundo, la calle, los artistas, todo te funde. Y él no estaba en eso. Él estaba enfocado en béisbol.
And I imagine that everyone around here is Yankees fans. You are supporting the Yankees in the World Series.
Todo el mundo es yanquita, porque es que todo el mundo es de Juan Soto, hermano mío. Este municipio es de Juan Soto, hermano mío. Él es la cara de este municipio y liceísta también.
Say hello to Juan Soto if he ever sees this video.
¿Sabe? Aquí somos tocayos, yo vamos Juan también. Juan Papeleta aquí de la calle Primera, tú sabes. Nació y criado aquí, Anel, Yeuri y los muchachos, que él no vio ahí. Nosotros lo vimos crecer a él. Suerte, hermano mío, y suerte que mataron ayer.
Blessings. And finally, we have arrived at what used to be Juan Soto's house. They tell me he lived up there. That man told me he used to sit there, where you can see those stairs. While they were hanging out, he would sit up there. Now you can see, guys, the pride of Dominican Republic, this young man. Look where he came from, so you can see where there's a will, there's a way. You can achieve anything in life with discipline and sacrifice. As a child, as a teenager, a young man, he was never drawn to the streets or drinking. He was focused on the sport, guys. Did you ever meet Juan Soto? Oh, you were already here when he lived up there. And tell me, how was he? Troublemaker? Yeah. Okay. Very respectful with his parents. And tell me, when you realized that he signed, how did you receive the news? Yeah, he also signed. And have you seen any game? Have you seen him play on TV? I mean on television. Have you seen any game? Have you seen him bat? Say hello to Juan Soto.
Mira, Juan Soto, acuérdate de mí, soy Sonia, la que siempre vivía vigilándolo. Y que el Señor siga derramando muchas bendiciones en ti y que tú de aquí para adelante.
Thanks, my lady. Take care. Amen. Thanks. Goodbye. Now that you've seen Juan Soto's house, we are heading to the boarding house in Villamella. I want to show you the route he had to take practically every day for a while to get to the field and then practice. So stick around and let's go. You've already seen some footage. All of this road, Soto used to travel in a public vehicle. Take a look. Turning here to the right is where you'll find the boarding house where Juan Soto played in Nietzsche, I believe, around here. Heading down this way, guys. From this point on, Soto had to walk all of this on foot. Look, because as I said, it's a difficult area. There's a hill he had to go up and down, and that's where he'd arrive at the boarding house. I'm not entirely sure now, so I'll have to ask around. Let me see. I'll need to ask because I'm not certain where to go from here. Let me pull over and we'll continue. We've spent hours looking for this famous boarding house, but we haven't found it yet to fulfill our promise of showing you the hills where Juan Soto gained more speed. We have two options, Plan A and Plan B. We're going to try Plan A. Plan A involved sending up Enriquito, our drone, to see if we could locate this famous boarding house, which in my mind was a big house with some kind of baseball field right next to it. Stay tuned and keep watching the video to see what happened. Plan A didn't work out, so let me tell you about Plan B. Unfortunately, we couldn't fly Enriquito the way we wanted, because this is a military zone. They almost shut down the drone, so Plan A failed. Plan B, guys, is what they suggested at the Complex Pallero, where Nietzsche's players also practice. But in the morning, what we'll do is to come back tomorrow morning to see if we can find Nietzsche himself. Then I can ask him to share some stories about Juan Soto and guide me to find the famous hill that helped Juan Soto improve his speed. So, see you tomorrow. Promises are debts, guys. Now, we're almost at the complex where Nietzsche's players train. We said we'd come early, but it's already 11:04 a.m. Keep in mind, these Nietzsche players practice from about 8 to 12, and then another program starts. So we'll make this quick. How are you doing? Are these Nietzsche guys? How are you? And Nietzsche's here? We have practically 2 days looking for him and looking the famous boarding house. But here he is. How are you, brother? So tell me, how long have you been training players? Okay, I'd like to know first, did you play baseball? Then I wonder, how is that you, who signed so many players and can spot talent in other players, never got a contract with yourself? Tell me about it.
No, las lesiones, porque juego pensaba que yo era buen pelotero. Tú nací con destino, yo nací para ser cao, descubridor de talento.
So you got injured?
El hombro, sí, tuve con los Piratas, tuve a punto de firmar con Detroit, tuve con los Yankees, hice mucho tryout. La lesión del brazo me lastimó y fui a Estados Unidos de universidad y estamos aquí ayudando a los muchachos.
Good, then tell me about Juan Soto. I'm recording about the life of this baseball player, promise from Dominican. Well, it's not a promise, it's already a reality. Then tell me about him. I understand that you are the one who really turned him into a baseball player.
Sí, yo lo filmé, él vino aquí con 14 años y 9 meses. Me lo pasó la liga Rafael Zapata, los vecinos del Luperón. Aquí fue que él se formó, se afinó, se le dio toques finales para la firma. Donde no todo el mundo sabe dar los toques finales, cualquiera de la práctica, pero yo fui que lo preparé. Nosotros era un pelotero muy trabajador, pelotero con herramientas por abajo de averaje para firmar, pero con la cabeza grande, un pequeño trabajador, con mucho deseo. Desde que yo veo aquí el tipo se pegó del grupo, porque era muy trabajador. Y su arma principal Juan Soto era el bate y el gran deseo que tiene. El tipo es un guerrero.
He mentioned in an interview that when he was with Zapata, he came from Herrera practically every day, and he was not. You told him the campus was full. Tell me more about that.
El acuerdo se hizo porque él era de la capital, ¿tú entiendes? Hacer la capital de Herrera. Digo, coja su metro, dale para acá. El acuerdo no se hizo, fue, tú sabes, para la pensión por un tiempo. Y él, cuando sale de la escuela, que está full time con nosotros, como a la semana me dijo, yo no aguanto viajar con este vuelto todos los días, yo voy para la pensión. Digo, poderle para la pensión. Y ahí se metió el muchacho.
He got into the complex.
Sí, se quedó ahí.
So what was the key for him to get signed, besides he being a hard worker? What really sold the
La
deal?
inteligencia de él. Yo le daba la instrucción, él hacía de una vez. Un muchacho muy enfocado, mi hermano. Yo he firmado casi 300 peloteros y tengo 21 grandes ligas. Ese tipo, su mente es diferente a los otros muchachos. Él maduró muy temprano, rápido. La información la hacía rápido, la cogía rápido.
Sí.
As for his speed, he was running 7.5. And you told him, Soto, you can improve that after his first strikeout with the Marlins.
El primer trío que hicimos con Soto fue con los Marlins. Y corrió 7-7, batió bien porque el bate estaba claro, ya brazo promedio. Y cuando vinimos de camino, el sábado, me recuerdo, yo lo mandaba a descansar. Le digo, Soto, tienes que vete a descansar, toma el pasaje y quédate descansando. Me dijo, no, yo voy para la pensión, yo tengo que trabajar la pila, yo corrí 7-7. Y arrancamos para la pensión, y me recuerdo yo vivo cerca de ellos, me duermo un rato. Cuando me desperté hacia la tarde, estaba el tipo desbaratando una loma que me enfrente. Digo, no, ese tipo va a ser especial. Llamé a Ángel Abreu, mi coordinador, le digo, este tipo va a coger cuarto, aquí este tipo fajó, haciendo loma él solo en la pensión, ese tipo.
How do you feel seeing the kid who came here practically as a child, and now he's one of the best players in the major leagues?
No, me siento bien, me siento orgulloso porque el éxito del éxito de nosotros. Nosotros tenemos dos superestrellas en Grandes Ligas, él y la Cruz y Juan Soto, Reguero y Polanco. Tenemos muchos muchachos que han sido buenos peloteros, pero Soto es el eje principal por su disciplina. Me siento orgulloso de él se lo merece porque es muy trabajador. Soto es tan diferente. Cuando lo firmaron, él compró una jipeta ruda en el 2016 y todavía estando en Grandes Ligas andaba con su misma guagua. Soto no usa arete, Soto no usa tatuaje, Soto es un pelotero diferente, mi hermano.
So then, tell me about the program. Do you have social media? What is it all about?
Nuestra academia es una de las más viejas que tenemos aquí. Aquí sea Dios, te dije 21 peloteros de Grandes Ligas.
Who are your big prospects now? Who are the new promises for this next July?
Tenemos unos cuantos, te puedo dar muchos detalles porque después
Give me your social media so people can follow you.
Bueno, en Instagram, Academia Nichitín, Instagram estamos.
All right. Now please tell me, where can I find the famous hill where Soto boosted his speed? Where is it after all?
No, está cerca de aquí, la pensión, allí mismito, está a 5 minutos.
How do I get there?
Te voy a dar location ahora mismo.
Okay, all right. Let's go now. Let's go there. Look here, Eli de la Cruz, signed with Nietzsche too, as well as Juan Soto. So far, these are the biggest names to come out of this program. And now, I'm going to show you the famous hill, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. We moved heaven and earth to film this. At the beginning of the video, I promised we'd show you the hill that helped Juan Soto improve his speed. Guys, a promise is a debt, and here we are.
Entonces vamos a hacer un simulacro, grábame ahí. Vamos, grabamos.
So now guys, they tell me that Juan Soto used to go up this hill until up there, next to the trash can. Let's imagine we are Juan Soto. Come with me. Whoa, Juan Soto used to run all of this, guys. I'm out of breath. I'm still in shape, my legs are still fine. And that's it, we got to the end of the video. Give me a break, guys. We got to the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, please. More of 90% of you who watch the videos are not subscribed. Do it now. Also follow me on Instagram, @ChuloWayTV. I'll leave you the link down there on the comments. See you on the next video.